I usually address history as simply saying history is everything that ever happened. And lots of things have happened in history. I don't break history down into African history or European history, etc., Western history, Eastern history, Southern history. I just say history is everything that ever happened before the beginning of time and since. And that is my history. So I don't get into the details of history within that narrow context and put it in little boxes here, segmented like it is. Eastern history, medieval history. You have history books, that they segment history. History is history, according to compensatory logic.
Yes, sir.
That's what I try to follow. I follow the logic. And so history is everything that has ever happened everywhere. Every rock that's ever turned over on the moon, even if no one knew about it. The rock is there. The rock, just for no obvious reason, just been sitting there for millions of years, trillions of years maybe, and this, for some reason, just turns over. One little small rock just turns over. Now, what has that got to do with somebody who is sitting in an office or working in a factory or somebody on planet Earth who is, out somewhere fishing? What is that? What's the connection? The connection is it's a part of that person's history. Why? Because it happened. That's why.
Yes.
Everything in the universe, and that's why the universe is called the universe, I guess. That's how I see it. That's how the logic tells me to see it. Universe, meaning every speck of dust floating around somewhere around the planet Jupiter is a part of my history. Why? Because it's there, and that's what it's doing.
Yes, sir.
That one speck of dust. So I don't talk about the pyramids or any of that. I don't even discuss it. I listen to people when they do talk about it because pyramids are part of the world. They do exist. People have seen them. People have touched them. People have been in them. But I just don't say that the pyramids that's black history. I just simply say the pyramids are the pyramids.
Okay.
Black people built, things in Washington, D.C., all over the place, colonial mansions and whatnot. And they built them under the whip. And some people say they built the pyramids under the whip. I don't know if that's true or not. That's argumentative. But I say that if you just want to talk about history from the counter race's view, it's everything that ever happened. In other words, when people ask me as a black person, what is my history or what do I know about my history? I say just about nothing. And they say, well, you need to know your whole history as much as of it you can. There's no way for me to know my whole history because I'd have to know everything that happened before the beginning of time. Because the truth is, that is my history.